So I'm going to make a little short video of 23andMe about the paternal side of me and my father. Of course, we trace our lineage through the Shemitic line because we are Shemites and we are of the Hebrew lineage. But you know, nowadays it's very traceable to trace your genealogy. You know, much information, knowledge will be spread in the last days. So I'm going to look under the paternal haplogroup, and it says that my paternal haplogroup is EV38. You share an ancient paternal lineage with Pharaoh Ramesses III. Pharaoh Ramesses III's lineage belongs to haplogroup EV38, from which your line also stems. You and Ramesses III share an ancient paternal line ancestor who probably lived in North Africa or Western Asia. So those are probably, well, not probably, those are the Shemitic regions. Okay. Haplogroup EP2. EP2, also known as E1B1, is a human Y chromosome DNA haplogroup. This paternal clade had an ancient presence in the Middle East and is now primarily distributed in Africa, where it's believed to have originated with lower frequencies in the Middle East and Europe. And we see the ancestors EP177, descendants EV38 and EM215. Okay. So we'll go to the Shemitic peoples. Okay. The ancient Shemitic speaking peoples, or Proto-Semitic people, were Western Asian people who lived throughout the ancient Near East, including the Levant, Mesopotamia, the Arabian Peninsula, and the Horn of Africa from the 3rd millennium BC until the end of antiquity. Okay. Speakers of East Shemitic include the people of Akkadian Empire, Assyria, Babylonia. Central Shemitic combines with Northwest Shemitic languages and Arabic. Speakers of Northwest Shemitic were the Canaanites, including the Phoenicians and the Hebrews, and so forth. All right. So we go to Shemitic languages. The Shemitic languages are a branch of Afro-Asiatic language family originating in the Middle East, the so-called Middle East. You know, those are modern terms. They are spoken by more than 330 million people across much of West Asia and North Africa, the Horn of Africa, Malta, and small pockets in the Caucasus. Okay, so we see right here the name of Shem, one of the 3 sons of Noah in the book of Genesis. So we go to Genesis 9:26, and it says, and he said, "Blessed be the Lord God of Shem," because the book is about the Shemitic Hebrews and their genealogy. Okay. That's why we see in the movie, the book of Eli, why is it the end of the world? And they have a so-called Negro, which he's Hebrew, and he has the book. Okay. Because they're trying to tell the people who are in the know that these are the ancient Hebrews. They're people of color. Shemitic Hebrews. They're still here. And it's called the Book of Eli. Some will kill to have it. He will kill to protect it. Because I read in a previous video that world religions from ancient to present, that the book was real lucrative to other nations or Gentile nations, non-Jewish or non-Israelite people.
Fucking book. It's not a fucking book. It's a weapon. A weapon aimed right at the hearts and minds of the weak and the desperate. It will give us control of it.
Okay. So even if we look up the word, the deity El, let me see. Let me spelled that wrong. Hold on. All right. Okay. El deity. El. Can't pronounce that word. Phoenician, Hebrew, Syriac, Arabic, Akkadian. Northwestern Shemitic word meaning God or deity. Okay. So we see right here the book of God or the book of the Most High. Okay. And we know that they was trying to get the book. That's why in Psalms, I think it was 147:19, he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord or the Most High. Okay. Because the Most High showed his people, the book, the prophecies, their lineage, the history, the prophets, and what's to come. Okay. And it was like FUBU, for us, by us. And that's what the Bible, the Torah is mainly about. It wasn't meant to be interpreted by other nations. But we see that, black, once it starts out so-called black, then everyone else gets it. Then it becomes, famous and lucrative to many different nations and people, FUBU, for us and by us. That's basically what the Bible was mainly for. It's like a letter. If I write a letter and someone else steals it, they're going to interpret it in a different way. But it was meant for the ancestors and the descendants. It's a letter to them, and only they can interpret it in the way it's supposed to be interpreted, not the other people or not the other nations. So, that's why a lot of so-called blacks are waking up to the truth and the knowledge, because that's where we come from. This is our history, And people want to say religion, but no, this is our history. This is our custom. This is our law. This is our culture. Your culture is not based on your skin tone. It's based on your history, your language, culture, and your deity. We see in this movie, Eli has the book and the Most High is protecting him. And, the Lord or God is with him.
This homeboy, God's on your side, right? Why don't we do this reasonably?